Like, what was that song? I'm so sorry. I'm not a country fan.
I like that song.
Girl, take it and run with it and don't ever bring it this way.
Hey guys, Keydra, the entertainment editor here at the Tylt.
And I'm Dash Katz.
And this is Love Really, baby. All right, so I don't know if you saw this, but we're just gonna get right into it because I've been saying this and I feel like the Bachelor producers have been listening to me. They're finally considering, there was an audition call, a casting call up for Bachelor's Senior Edition. And I've been saying we need this because I'm tired of looking at these little 23-year-olds that don't know anything about themselves, don't even know how to wash their hands properly, trying to get married. Would you watch Bachelor Senior Edition?
I would absolutely watch. This sounds like the exact kind of train wreck that I need in my life.
Yes.
And I have the perfect candidate for the Bachelorette.
Who?
My Nana.
I would love, because you have to be 65 or older per the casting, and I would love to see it.
My Nana is 91, and girl,
Yes,
these
Nana.
fake knees won't stop her from getting it cracking.
Yes.
Trust.
Nana.
She is in a nursing home, right? Or not a nursing home. It's like
a senior living facility.
Exactly.
In a community.
And girl, she's like, all the girls here hate me because all the boys want me.
Yes.
And she walks down the hallway and she's like, hey, boo.
Yes.
Hey, boo.
I love
all
it.
the guys. She's flirting with all of them.
I love it.
It's too much. And she has it's like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but it's Nana and the Seven Men.
Yes.
She has a main man, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, Nana, how's your main man? And she goes, ooh, he is satisfying me in every way.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She's
Nana.
91, and she gets it more cracking than I do.
I cannot. I love it. There's always so much tea going on in those senior communities. Y'all sleep on them. But I'm telling you, 'cause they have outings. They go on, trips and things like that. To the buffet or to the casino, to the mall. And
to the cruise.
To the cruises. And, you walk in, they're, playing cards. It's always little things. So I would love to see Bachelor Senior Edition. Because, once you're, 60, 70, you don't have time. You know who you are. These little girls on these shows on The Bachelor act like...
They don't even have time for condoms.
They don't.
The STDs are running rampant in the senior community.
It's true. Because they're like, oh, I'm not going to get pregnant. But it's like, Meemaw, you still have to think about, protecting yourself.
Not Meemaw.
I don't know.
I think it would get messy. I think it'd be savage. Old people don't give a damn. No. They will tell you exactly what they think.
They take their teeth out. They don't care. Have hair on the nightstand. It would just be epic. I'm down for that.
But might be a little cringy watching these old people get it on, but
I don't know. I mean, at least they know what they're doing. They're experienced.
Oh my God, that's true. And I feel with age comes a lot of history and wisdom.
Yes.
So it's they would all have such interesting life stories. Mm-hmm. So it could be really entertaining.
So about The Bachelor, I thought it was going to be boring. I actually got a lot of reports this week that it was boring, but this was probably one of my most enjoyable weeks.
I think it was messy.
It was the best week so far.
Was good.
I think my girl came back.
She came back with a vengeance.
My girl Alayah. Shout out to my girl Alayah. I was rooting for you. I was always rooting for you. When the rest of these girls were hating on you, go back to last week's episode. I was the one that's rooting for you in these Facebook groups. I root for you, and they dragged me.
Did they really?
They were like, what do you like? I was like, they were like, we can't stand Alayah. Gave her devil
They all
ears.
hate her.
I was like, I like her. They were like, why do you like her? I was like, she seems really nice. No. I said, she's really pretty. And they said, no, why do you like her? I said, she seems nice. And they were like, you're shallow. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, well, at least they're attacking you this week.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
I'll take the heat for you.
Oh, you're such a good friend.
No, but they hate her, and I just want to see America. I want you to understand. This is what haters look like. All of the girls in the house that have something to say about Alayah because she didn't do anything, and I told you. And I couldn't say anything about it last week, Dash. For all of y'all who don't know, Victoria P. Mm-hmm. That's the one that lied, right?
Yes.
I couldn't say anything about Victoria P last week because y'all were she was telling the story about her sister and the potato and the salt and the pepper. remember, so I couldn't say anything. I didn't want like a bad person. But I knew from that story, something about her just wasn't right. And I could just tell. Because that's a very vulnerable story to tell someone you just met 5 minutes ago. Like, that's like when you meet that person in the bar who just overshares. Yeah. It's like, dang, I just asked if I could have a napkin, and you just, like, told me your whole life story. Yeah. Knew something was wrong with that girl.
So you don't, I love people who are really open and vulnerable. Like, I'm like the guy.
Me too, not like right now. I'm sorry.
Is that too soon? Like, I feel like sometimes I struggle with that. I'm like, hi, I'm Dash. I have issues, and I go to therapy. Thank you. But I think there's something like really real about that. However, like I had no problem with that. I appreciated the potatoes, I appreciated the salt, and I appreciated the pepper. But my problem was then she started lying, and her story didn't match up at all.
It didn't.
She was like, I don't even want to talk to you, and he was like, you don't want to talk, and she's like, let's go.
Talk.
And she's like, I can't even sit down, and then she's like
let's.
Like, girl.
Exactly, I knew I was the only one who caught that.
And then she's like, oh, we knew each other for 3 hours. Oh, but we did go to Vegas together. Girl.
Like,
so you flip-flop and flip-flop.
Like a fish out of water.
Girl, I'm allergic to fish, so I'm not liking the smell of this.
She blew it the whole entire. She blew it last week with the pepper. All I wanted to know was, well, did you at least cook the potato? That was my question I really wanted to ask her. Because if you gave your sister a raw potato, that's really messed up. Just from that story, because it was just weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. I love vulnerability. I love vulnerable people.
Me too.
But it was just like too sympathetic. Like, just. That's not how you come across. Like, I have a lot of stories, like, you know, but I'm not just gonna tell you, oh, my name. Like, no, it's a lot. Calm down. Can he know your name first before he knows about your childhood?
To give her the benefit of the doubt, this was her one-on-one moment. You know, like, they only get the one-on-one. It's like, this is your moment, and like to share and to inspire. So many people watch the show. So like the fact that she took care of her addicted mother after her dad passed, like, you know, that could inspire somebody out there. It probably did. So I won't knock you sharing that. My issue is all the clownery and the fraudulence since then. I have no issue with the potato. I have no issue with all that
the salt
stuff.
and pepper.
Exactly. My issue comes down to the fact that you were lying on Alayah. And that's on period. And I'm not saying Alayah is not an opportunist, because I think she is.
Right.
But I think pretty much all of them are.
Everyone's an opportunist on the show. And I think that Victoria was showing how much of an opportunist she was when her opening dialogue was about potatoes. Like, you could have led with something else. Like, you know, it could have been like, you know, a date. It could have been really cool. Like, it just seemed fake and staged. And if you were playing your cards right, and if you had confidence, like my girl Alayah, you wouldn't have to open with that. You could have opened with showing who you are. And then once you got to know him, then you give him your tea. You know who did it perfectly? My girl Kelsey, who's gonna win the show.
I love her.
I love Kelsey.
Yes, Team Kelsey.
You should have did like Kelsey. You see, Kelsey was like, you know, herself. They had a great date first, and then she tells the story on the next date because she knew she was gonna get a second date.
I love Kelsey. She's like,
Team Kelsey.
I love how Peter's like, she's so sweet. She's so nice. And then it's like flashback to Kelsey being like, Hannah Ann, you fraudulent.
Yes.
But
she was real, and I appreciate her being real. And that's what I'm saying. I like vulnerability like that. She was honest. She felt a way about Hannah Banana and that bottle, and she confronted her. She did not hold back, and that's what I like about Kelsey. That I appreciate about her, and she was just honest, and she was put her feelings on her sleeve.
I like her.
We're Team Kelsey.
She's real.
Other Victoria gotta go.
Wait. Not the other Victoria turning back into the Weeping Willow and running away and crying in the corner.
She gotta go.
And then she finally grew some cojones. I think there was red wine all over her lips and her mouth, so she must have been drunk, because I was liking the energy she was giving Alayah.
I didn't like
it. She said, I don't play that.
Yes, she did.
I love when a reality girl says, I don't play that. I'm not here to make friends. She didn't say that, but basically. Mm-hmm. So I was liking her energy there better than I was the rest of the time, because I'd rather a girl be strong and drag you to your face rather than be crying and weak in the corner, personally.
Yeah. I didn't like that only because I felt like she was trying to hit Alayah when she was down. Alayah had just came back into the house. She was going through a lot of transitioning state. You don't hit somebody when they're down. And at the end of the day, girl, it's like, okay, was Alayah being shady by talking about her being in a relationship with Luke? Hell Yeah.
Who's Luke?
Well, that's his name, not Luke. What's the
Chase Rice?
Him. Who I actually like, by the way, because I love country music.
You can take him.
Oh, is he problematic? Probably.
I mean, he was on Survivor and like...
He was on Survivor?
Yeah, he was. He actually got second place. He did pretty well. My whole thing is I don't really appreciate the way he's been speaking about Victoria in the media. It doesn't line up with her story at all. She says she broke up with him because it didn't align with her lifestyle. Right. He's like, oh, she was in love with me. I didn't like her. Like, it's just like...
Oh, well, I don't... Okay, well, if
anyway,
that's the case... So, no, if that's the case, then we don't like him. But
yeah, but...
I just didn't like how Victoria came to kick Alayah when she was down. She was obviously, just coming into the house. Like, just let the girl transition before you, like, kick her when she's down. Like...
And, like, Alayah seemed genuine when she was like, oh, you guys didn't know that? Like,
yeah.
She really thought that the girls knew that Chase and Victoria were exes. That's what I really thought. And, like, the fact that was creating into this whole thing that Alayah is so terrible because she said that. It's like, girl, she was home on her phone and got the tea. Like, why are you mad?
Right, exactly. I think that she did do it to be a little shady.
Oh,
like,
you do?
She tried to bring a bone. She did. And I'm not even mad at but I mean, who cares? It's like it happened. And it was actually smart because what she was trying to do was she was trying to get all the attention off of her and put it on somebody else, which is what I give her another point for because it was strategic and it was smart.
We love a strategic queen.
We love still team Alayah 20, the rest of the house 0. And Peter think he's slick. Peter is not a feminist yet again.
What did he do?
Know I don't usually watch this show, but clearly I watched this week. I have a lot to say. The football game. Last week it was a pillow fight. This week is a football game. This mean is not for us. Let it go.
I was dead that the one girl had the nerve to say, all of us suffered bodily harm at the football game, and you gave the roast to Alayah. Girl, bodily harm from a football game.
But did you see the bruises though? That like the cameraman ain't sure. They really zoomed in on the bruises. They had bruises. Those girls had bruises.
Oh my God.
Like, Peter is not for us. It was a pillow
fight
bodily
last harm year. Though? They
were really bruised. The girl was blue and black. Her arms.
The girls dragged Peter. Like everyone hates him.
The girls are leaving.
Yeah. They're all so over him.
Peter was like...
And he's a mess. Like, he's like been crying this whole damn season.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not going to end up with anybody.
Because he can't handle it. Peter's not ready to be in a relationship. He can't even handle himself. He should have got them all in line. Listen up, ladies. This is my show. And if you don't like this bus, you can get off of it. Shit happens.
Wait, rewind a little bit. Can we talk a little bit more about this Chase Rice situation? Because this is like a big scandal. Like,
okay.
Do you think it was that big of a deal? Like, she was acting so upset about it. Like, as if she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, girl.
Yeah.
We all have a past.
Yeah, I would have
Why are you so embarrassed and so dramatic? If it was me, I'd be like, and what? That's my ex. Like,
you know why? Because you're confident. And that's why I'm saying it's the problem with, like, when you're a younger girl, you're on this situation, you're vulnerable, you're around all this competition. She's insecure with herself. Because if she was really secure, she would have been like, while they were dancing and hugging each other, and while he was up there singing, whatever, she would have been like, Peter, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to ruin this moment. But, like, I just have to let you know. I know this is so awkward, but that's my ex. And I feel really awkward right now. And it could have been a moment they shared for their future. It could have been a joke. It would maybe not been funny in that moment, but it would have been a thing. Like, it could have been like, because you told him. I get her not wanting to ruin the moment. I get it.
I don't think the concert, like, while the cameraman's like, it's like them making out and then Chase Wright is right there like, like, what was that song? I'm so sorry. I'm not a country fan.
I like that song.
Girl, take it and run with it and don't ever bring it this way.
Something about my horse and my bottle and my car.
Like, first of all, shave your beard and shut the fuck up, please. That was priceless how they kept flashing back and forth between the confessionals, and he would be like, this is the best day ever. Chase Rice is going to perform at our wedding. And she was like, this is awful. I hate this. Like, he's like, yeah. It's like, sis, Peter is not very good at picking up energy at all. He's not the smartest bulb. Let's just call it what it is. And he, I like Peter. I think he's cute. I think he's sweet. I just think he is a hot ass mess.
He's just annoying. He's just like, he needs to just try again. I have you watching a new show.
Oh, do you?
So I put Dashy on to 90 Day Fiancé, you guys. It's been trending like all over Twitter. Like everyone's talking about 90 Day Fiancé on TLC. Who knew? Who knew TLC was doing like this? But 90 Day Fiancé, it's just been an incredible season. I binge watched the entire season over the weekend because clearly I have no life. And the two standout couples to me right now would have to be Robert and Annie, and Michael and Angela. And I had Dash watch clips of both of them.
You did.
What do you think?
Isn't TLC supposed to stand for tender love and care?
Not in this case, because first of all, the TLC lineup is a whole hot mess. Like, I don't know what kind of I don't know who okays these shows.
Yeah.
But they're very problematic. This one isn't that bad, but their shows are very
Oh, this one isn't that bad? Oh.
Compared to the other ones, they have like My 600-Pound Life is on there.
Oh, is that the twin sisters?
No, that's another one. That's another one. And then there's another one called like Big Love. Like it's just all very problematic. But this is the least problematic show I think on the.
So what is the organization that gives you 90 days to figure out if you're going to get married or not called?
Oh, so basically on 90 Day, the reason the show 90 Day Fiancé is 90 Day Fiancé, if you haven't seen it, is because these are people who have met online or through each other or however they met. And basically, they're people from other countries trying to marry someone here in the U.S. And it's 90 days because they are applying for a A1 visa, right? So the A1 visa works that you have 90 days to come from whatever country you're from to this country and get married. And if you don't, your ass is on the first plane back to wherever it is that you came from.
So basically the A1 producers are as messy as the Bachelor producers.
Basically our government is just messy because this 90 days, daggone well these people met online or have never even met each other before. And they let them come over here for these 90 days and figure it out. It's really whoever thought of this reality show literally needs, an award because it's
Brilliant.
Genius.
Brilliant.
It's like low-hanging fruit, but it's so good.
Absolutely.
So I showed Dash a clip of poor Anny and Robert. Annie is this beautiful girl
Gorgeous.
from the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
She's so beautiful, charismatic.
Love
and then
it.
there's Robert from Brooklyn. And Robert is a little bit of a scammer from Brooklyn.
Oh.
I'm just
She
calling
said
it.
it. She said it.
And he got poor little Annie all the way over here from DR, promised her an iPhone and to live a nice life and to buy her nice clothes. And he takes Annie, did you see you saw the thrift store clip? He told Annie he was going to take her shopping, you guys, and took Annie to the thrift store.
My whole thing is be real. Don't gas her up and tell her that you're going to buy her all these bougie clothes and then take her to the thrift shop.
That's
Just
rude.
be honest and be like, oh, this is this trendy little thrift shop.
He could have at least took us to H&M, Forever 21, Rainbow,
I'm so triggered that you just said H&M.
Oh, well, maybe not H&M.
Well, no, because one time
did the bae take you to H&M?
I got in a fight at a gay club. I don't know. I swear, people just want to hate. I think it's because I'm petty.
Yeah, like Alayah.
Exactly.
Like Alayah.
So this boy literally came at me. He's like, "Bitch, you look like you shop at H&M." Meanwhile, the boy had mucus running down his face. So I look him up and down. I go, before you want to talk shit, go get a tissue. The clapback was thunderous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So H&M is obviously a trigger for you. So
it really is. When you said H&M, my spine said, who?
Right?
Who?
So we're not going to talk about H&M. He could have took my girl anywhere else besides the thrift store. She does. And then he told Andy that he only has 3 kids and he really has 5.
Oh,
right.
no.
That's rude.
We don't need 90 days to figure this out.
Let's cut this trip short.
He gotta go.
Cut the trip short. And then it was one point where Annie was like, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm mad at you. So she was like, you gotta sleep on the couch. She's like, no, you gotta sleep on the couch. Like, how you, it's just he's like, I work too hard. I'm not sleeping on the couch. It's just he's just so problematic. Then he took her to go see that apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you? Beautiful apartment, you guys, in Orlando.
She loved it.
Ocean view, she loved it. She's like, oh, Robert, I want my apartment. I love my apartment. And then he was like, oh, I just signed a 1-year lease. I can't get you this apartment. And she's like, well, why would you show me this apartment, Robert, if you know you just signed a lease? That's dumb. And he's like, you're so ungrateful.
Ooh, I'm sorry, you're ungrateful. Look at this goddess. She's gorgeous.
I feel really bad for her. There was a scene when Robert is actually talking to his brother and his sister, and they start like attacking her, like asking her like, oh, were you an escort in your country? And she got up because she's like saying, you promised me all these things and you don't do it. So she had to get up and leave. Poor Annie. It was just like a lot, but I'm not rooting for them to be the couple.
No, I'm sorry. Like, in my opinion, we need to reform the whole immigration system, and she should be able to come in without having to marry this bum.
I agree.
That's the real tea.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have to even put up with Robert.
Exactly. It's not fair, and it's like, it's not right. It's not right. Like, you shouldn't have to use your body as currency to get into a country for a better life. This is a country full of immigrants. It's a melting pot.
Made by immigrants.
And we should all be able to come into this country in a safe and legal way. But right now, the system, it's so hard to get in that people have to do these outlandish things like marry bums. So, Annie, I'm so sorry.
Did you see the other couple, Angela and Michael?
I did. What is going on? I have so many questions.
Angela, our Southern Belle.
If that's what you want to call it.
Our Southern Belle from somewhere in Georgia. And Michael, our Nigerian prince from Lagos.
This poor man. I'm so sorry. She strapped him up to the lamp. She put those handcuffs on him and put him up to that lamp. And then when they got to that brawl and they were leaving the airport. Oh, she's a rider.
She's a rider. I would want an Angela on my team because she is not playing about her man.
Angela said, I'll go to Nigerian jail. And what?
Right. Then she thought about it. She was like, oh, no, I don't want to go to Nigerian jail. That's the last place I want to go.
She swung and pushed a guy and broke her nail.
She did. And he was like a whole grown man.
That's a baddie. I'm sorry.
I know, but they did look. When they came back in the car and they were all like sweaty and stuff, from fighting, But their love, that was a cute scene. That was
really cute. But my problem with Angela, girl, how are you gonna put your man in a Trump underwear?
Oh my gosh! When she put out those underwear with Trump, would you wear Trump underwear?
I would burn it at the stake before I would ever let that touch my body. I'm sorry.
But do you think she's a Trump supporter, or she just like wanted him to wear Trump? I don't know why she wanted him to wear those.
I saw the top comment on that video was, "This poor man, he's been through enough. Just give him a green card." Do you think he actually likes her?
Yes, he loves her. Because you see in the other episodes, he actually fights his friends over her.
Ooh.
They call her trashy. They were like, oh, she's trashy. He like slapped the cup out his hand.
Ooh. So they're both riders.
They're both riders.
Okay.
He loves her. He's like, that's my baby.
Standing.
Remember, they had like what were they putting on each other?
Like chocolate
paste and like licking it off of each other. He loves her.
I could have done without that scene.
You didn't like that scene?
No.
But she was like, lick it off my mouth.
Well, so you.
I just want to know what the fortune is going to be for these couples, and we're gonna have to keep watching to figure it out.
I'm excited, and thank you so much for introducing me to this hot, steaming train wreck.
You're welcome. That's what I do. Okay, you guys, this is my favorite part of the show. Dear Laver, where we give advice to one of your favorite reality shows, and this week it is Annie. Annie.
And we're not talking about Orphan Annie.
Annie.
People used to call me Orphan Annie.
Well, because your red hair is red?
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
I would drag them way harder.
I know that's right.
Exactly.
I love that.
You thought. Because Annie's a low-key iconic. She got her a sugar daddy. Mm-hmm. She be...
Damn, a sugar daddy. She was like 8. Like, let's not call him a sugar daddy.
Not sugar daddy, but... She called him Daddy Warbucks. I
know,
mean,
it's a little problematic. It's a little weird.
So problematic.
Yeah, when I think about that movie, it was a little weird, to be honest.
Very odd. What's going on?
Okay.
Anyway.
Annie, you have to leave Robert. I'm not the person to tell people who they should leave. No, you know what, Annie? I think you should stay with Robert. You know why? I want you to stay with Robert so then you can divorce him Because I wonder how long they have to stay married.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Because I want her to stay in this country. I want you to stay here in Orlando. It's like, a thriving, Latin community. I want you to meet a whole bunch of friends. And then after the time is up, I want you to dump Robert because he does not deserve you. And then I want you to marry somebody else who deserves you and who wants to help you, have a better life.
And become the best you and be honest with you.
Right.
You don't need to marry anybody. You're such a queen. I mean, is she? I only saw 2 clips. Yeah. But I loved her accent. I thought she was gorgeous. She was she knows that she's worth the Chanel, the Gucci, the rent.
The rent.
the
2-bedroom apartment overlooking the ocean in Orlando.
I like that kind of energy. I love a boss queen. And you know what? Someone who's not going to be honest with you is not worth it. But if you need that green card, sis, be strategic. You got to put yourself first in life. Yeah. So if you want to, get the green card and dump it. So that way, you're winning, sis. Period. Sorry, maybe you should have been honest in the first place. Because 2 can play that game. And now I got your green card.
And scene. Cheers.
Cheers. And this is our next segment, the winners and losers of the week. Apparently I'm the loser because I just spilled all of myself. Okay, so the winner of the week is... Kelsey! Kelsey, your reaction when Peter told you about Alayah returning just showed such grace and confidence. And the other girls should really be taking notes because you were sat up there and you said, you know what, Peter? If you're going to choose me, I want you to choose me. And I don't want you at the end of the day to think back, oh, what if? I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have sent home Alayah. If you feel like you need to see this out and you need to work this out, I'm happy that you brought her back. And that was so...
She's such an adult.
Boss. That was a boss.
Stan Kelsey. She's such an adult, such a boss. We love, I don't know what else to say about her. The rest of these girls should take notes from Kelsey.
Yes, and she was commenting, she opened up about how her parents divorced, and how it affected her, and her dad leaving her family, and it was
which is heartbreaking.
It was brave, it was vulnerable, she's real, she's beautiful. I'm so rooting for Kelsey. I always loved her since she popped off about
on Hannah Banana.
That was iconic.
Yes.
So congratulations, Kelsey. We love you.
Kelsey, mwah. We love you, girl. We're rooting for you. I want to see you get that rose.
Period.
Who lost the week? All you hating ladies that aren't Kelsey and Alayah lost the week. Because all you guys do is chirp, chirp, chirp and cry over Alayah. Meanwhile, Alayah is getting kicked off, getting brought back, breaking up dates, stirring the pot, and all y'all are doing is crying and getting angry, and she's running off and having private dates with your man. Alayah is winning, and you need to start playing the game like her. She really made Victoria P, right?
Look like a fool.
Look like a fool and a whole liar. And meanwhile, everybody is picking on poor Alayah. She's handling it with stride. She came to the rose ceremony with her brown hair, her flowing tresses, her red lip, with the hair to the side. She's just killing it, and you guys are just mad. And
I will say Savannah is not included in the losers either because she was the one being like, well, Victoria P lied.
Oh, Savannah, yes.
Yeah,
Savannah
I like
did
her
say that. I like
too.
Savannah too.
She doesn't really get any airtime, but when she
I
does,
remember her.
She's saying woke stuff.
She had the short blonde hair.
I don't think it's that short, but she is blonde. She looked,
with the clip. That's not her.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I made that up. But yes, I think I know who you're talking about. Yes, except for her.
Yeah,
but the rest of you guys, in the words of Nicki Minaj, step your cookies up. So we've been reaching out to some of your favorite Love After Lockup characters and stars. We actually are going to try to get Lacey on the show and ask her questions about her relationship and her love triangle with Shane and John. I'm going to have Dash watch the clip. This is the first time that he's seen this clip. So get ready, guys.
Let's see.
We're about to be over. You're not.
This John guy's not going to be in our life.
Shane is being controlling. I don't like that. I don't like being told what to do. There's neighbors out there. We just moved this out.
Y'all need to pack that up and carry that on the road. Get the out of this.
Okay, well.
What, in the trailer park?
Well, we're gonna try to reach out to Lacey.
Oh, well.
We're gonna try to reach out to Lacey.
Queen Lacey.
And ask her about this iconic clip. Her name is actually Italian Queen on Twitter. We're gonna reach out to her and ask her about this iconic clip.
She looks like Daisy from Knock of Love, and
She
I have to
does.
stand, but what is that man? Is he okay?
That's her man. They just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of Love Really. It's your girl Keydra.
And I'm Dash. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the Tylt, and follow us on our personal accounts. And be sure to comment below with all your thoughts.